A very good afternoon to one and all. It is very important to have a desire and a dream to achieve something new and become better than what we are. Here, Sahardaya College of Advanced Studies and Commerce Department today arranged a webinar on key learning skill required for corporate entry. Here we have the resource person of the day, Mr. Gopakumar, Senior Business Management Faculty, Business Consultant, and Corporate Trainer. Let's start the program with a silent prayer. Before starting this wonderful session, first of all, I invite Ms. Sheena TR, the CHE Coordinator and Assistant Professor of Professional Department, Sahardaya College of Advanced Studies, for welcome address. Please, ma'am.
Good afternoon, all. It is with great pleasure I am introducing Mr. Gopakumar K, our guest speaker, corporate entry. Mr. Gopakumar K is having more than 15 years of experience in academics. He worked with the prestigious Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad, as research and teaching associate. Apart from that, he taught in many business schools across India. He also presented research papers at various national and international conferences. Presently, he is working as Chief Learning Officer with FACTPol and also serving as a visiting faculty in a couple of MBA institutes. We are sure that our students will definitely benefit out of this session by acquiring the required skills for the corporate entry. I welcome Mr. Gopakumar K to this session. I also welcome respected faculty and beloved students to the webinar. Once again, I welcome you, sir, to begin the session. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Skill development, speed and scale are the three important aspects that are relevant to the present day growth and development. Here comes our resource person of the day, Mr. Gopakumar. I warmly welcome you, sir, for handling this wonderful session. Please, sir.
Thank you, all of you, and thank you for that wonderful introduction. Am I audible? The first thing I just want to check that. Am I audible properly? Is that okay? Or
Yes.
I'm
Audible,
audible?
sir. Audible.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. I don't know whether I have to mix the language or I can go on with the English because quite a long time we are conducting the classes. All of you, teachers and students who are sitting, keeping the distance more than what is required. We are, social distancing is too far. We are sitting in a distance because I'm also teaching in students from in California and Qatar and various part of the world nowadays because it is very. I don't find, I'm sitting at my home. Even some days, even I don't open the front door. We are living in such kind of a situation, and unfortunately, that brings a lot of opportunities as well. So the topic of the day is not that obviously, but it is also related with that because world is changing. We have to accept that, and I'm very happy. And every one of you know that it is not one day or even few hours. We cannot learn too many skills, but we can just guide some, you will get some lines of which path you have to take to move forward. And it is just like that when you are entering into a corporate world. And majority of us, which will be, we are living in a country where we can say that is there are government jobs as well as, government jobs also required a lot of skills. Otherwise corporate jobs are also there that also required a number of skills. And we all know that education system is there, we are all getting educated, we are having degree certificates, we are having PG certificates. So whatever certificates we have, all those things will help. There is no doubt about that. And meanwhile, may I ask, the students community, and I hope this is an UG student, or UG final year student, if somebody can help me, ma'am.
Sir, UG students.
UG final year, or
Final
all
year,
are
final
there?
year. UG
Final
final
year.
year
Okay,
BCom
fine.
students.
Okay, fine, fine. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. Whether I need to mix Malayalam as well, or if it is okay if continuing in English, students can answer that. You can just let me know if it's or otherwise, by default I can mix. That's also not a problem if you want me to mix. Since I'm putting the screen full screen, I'm not able to see any chat on. Just checking. Okay, fine, thank you. So I'll be gone with this with, because we have so many skill requirement, we have so many skills that we are already having, and we know that we need to improve. Because my experience of being in this and my interaction, because I have been working with the placement cells in various colleges also when I was working as a full-time faculty. Recently I was discontinuing and working in, not in full-time as a faculty, not going to sit in the colleges. And immediately after that COVID-19 situation happened. And uh, what I'm trying to tell you is that we'll just move on. Okay, somebody's making some scratch on the writing on the screen. Okay, fine. So what are the skills, soft skills? Because we you might have heard all these things, say for example communication, listening, self-control, focus and enthusiasm, creativity, optimism, and negotiation and problem solving skills, or the presentability, time management, empathy, pressure handling. These are the some skill set, and some more are coming. And what I'm trying to tell you is that, say, why communication is important, or why listening is important. We are all heard that the communication is one of the important thing, but the simple question is that whether we practiced it in our life, whether we practice it in a formal way. Are we communicating formally? When you are a student in a college, we never do that. But when you are going into a corporate world, it is very important that you need to communicate properly. That is one of the important area you need to focus on. How that is possible. Whether this listening skill is important, then you will understand that yes, listening is very important. Because sometimes what we have, our tendency is that before somebody completing their opinion or their argument, we will be enter and saying that okay, we understood everything, we have understood. So that what we are cutting is that we are not listening completely. And self control, many a time we have lost our self control, because it's again what we call it as self control. We all know in generally, okay, we are controlling our emotions in a using our intellectual capacity, or without leaving all our, without losing our control, we are talking to the other person on the other side. This is all because we may be going through so many sorts of problems in our life that will not be showing off when we are doing it. And when we're talking about the focus and enthusiasm, this is one area you might have always heard that everybody in our life tell us that you have to focus, you have to focus, you have to focus. But nobody taught us how to focus. Nobody ever taught us how to focus. And even a small amount of focus in 5 seconds, 10 seconds will make us, a huge uh, opportunity to focus whenever the time comes. Whenever we are getting an opportunity to focus, we will focus, and our work will be efficiently done. Enthusiasm is a quality like that you should be able, enjoy, at the same time want to know more what is going to I mean, what is happening in and around. Say for example, if I'm asking a student here, maybe coming from a apartment, so many houses, if I'm asking how many houses are there in your society, or how many people are living in your place, then you may say that I think around 100, but who is all the family members, do you know what they are doing? Then we never know, because we are just coming out. Or now obviously we are all inside the home, but otherwise also whether we know it, because whether you have any enthusiasm which you have shown, and whether you are reading newspapers. Are you reading newspapers to understand what is happening in and around? How, I mean, then creativity is the skill which is associated. You will say that, if you want to be an entrepreneur, which you will find that, okay, everybody is running shops, and how it is different from other shop. How creativity, it is not only on running shop or starting your business, or you are going to an corporate world. Whenever a problem solving ability that will help you to the creativity, because this creativity also we cannot say that it is next day. Say for example, I am telling this is how it you to do creativity, you should be creative. It is not possible, because you need to practice. And optimism, do you have are you optimistic in the decision you have taken? Because optimism never comes with a one day, okay, I am very optimist, but so when you are saying that I am very optimist, at the same time the doubts will comes into your mind. And negotiation and problem solving. So I'm just touching upon all the points, because I don't think I'm just thinking, we don't have too much of time now to go on like that. Negotiation and problem solving skills, because many a times we'll say that you might have seen that in situations like when the two people are arguing, and third person will be coming and solving the problem issues between them in a appropriate manner, and then they are coming out and saying that, okay, because of his intervention actually helped to ease the tension. And when you're looking at it at the higher level, you might have seen that when India and China had been, almost on the verge of a war kind of a situation, you might have seen that all these people, the people who are having this highly skilled in this negotiation, especially we call them diplomats, or the from the ministry level itself, you might have seen that both of them sitting around the table, and negotiation happened over a period of time, one level, other level, next level. The same way in corporate world also it is happening, not only in the political side, but also in the other side. And the presentability, or how do you better present in front of others, and that makes your mark. And then they will tell you that, okay, this person is neatly presented. And it is not like that when we are watching a movie, and exactly the same way you can approach a corporate world. There are certain norms, there are certain rules. It depends, if you're working in Google, it is totally different. If you're working in Infosys, it is totally different. If you're working in another setup, it is totally, if a hotel industry or tourism sector, it is totally different. And time management is another important skill you have to acquire. And because that is one thing which we are all failing in almost all the times. Time management, I'm sure that some of you might have already attended how to manage your time. Because please remember that it is already known fact that whoever, we all have 24 hours in a day. Whether you are a high performer, whether you are a low performer, whether you're an average, also you will all have that, limited, that 24 hours per day. We have to manage our time the best possible way. So that is another, how can you do that? There some of you are doing it, maybe doing it better, some of you are very bad in it, some of you are, it is for you as a student, it will be understandable when the teacher or the faculty members are asking you to submit your, what you call, the any assignment. Then somebody will find that the last moment everything they're working. I'm linking it with now, but time management will come when you are doing a project, because it is all depending on, the project, when you have to start, when you can finish, you have to finish in time. You might have seen that this is happening with everywhere. Even in sports, you might have seen in cricket also. If you're watching cricket, you might have seen that if the time, if they cannot finish the time, uh, cannot manage the time, and they will be punished, and they will be punished in the form of they will be have to pay the fee or match fee because of they are delayed the game. Empathy is something like what we heard a lot, but we should be knowing that how the what is the other person's experience, how you are going to respond in the same kind of what you call it is only the human beings, one of the biggest, the character you should possess, how you are feeling for what is your feeling for others when somebody is going through a difficult situation or something like that. And the pressure handling, it is a norm of the day. Everybody will go through the pressure and various sorts of pressure, whether it's a teacher, as a manager, as a worker, and everybody. So how well you are doing, handling the pressure, that is another soft skill, because before you are applying for a job, they will put you in through this kind of a situation. And there's maybe something you may be finding it is repeating in, and then you'll find that coaching. And coaching means how well you are coaching, you are able to coach your juniors, or you are able to guide them. And then there's a growth mindset. What is your mindset? Okay, somebody will say that, okay, I'll go to the work, and I'll come in the morning, work in the morning, and in the evening I'm coming back. What is happening after that, I'm least bothered, because I am getting my salary, fine, things are fine. But if you are not having a growth mindset, you will stand still, because you will not grow. And then collaboration, because in a corporate world, it is not easy that don't think that you are working on an island, and you may need to collaborate different people. Say for example, if you're working in a car manufacturing company, your battery will be coming from somewhere, other ancillary things will be coming somewhere, but your car assembly unit is in somewhere. So you need to collaborate many people, you need to make the things work done. Other than that, that is a bigger one, and smaller one could be you need to collaborate within the organization as well. And self promotion, it is all about you need to promote yourself in a better way, so that will help you to have a growth in your career. Personality development, which many people talk about what it is, and you have to have a very good personality. And none of these things we can say that overnight it can be developed. Responsibility, because if you are not showing responsibility, you are not the person for it. Teamwork, and as in a game, if the teamwork is making winning, because nobody plays a single single man cannot win a team game, because company is not about and one individual, corporate, any organization is not about one individual. And second thing, I mean, another thing you can see is the leadership. You might have seen that how you can visibly leadership, some example you can think, many a time you might have seen, I'm just talking about a simple incident which you can see leadership, how leaders are coming up. And say for example, an accident happen, how it works, then whenever there is an accident happens, you will find that so many people will be circling around that accident spot. And out of that so many, then you will find that one or two people are suddenly jump into the spot and taking people out and looking for a help and everything. These are the people which we are showing the leadership quality. The same kind of, not our accident, but same kind of opportunities come to everyone. We all can, you know, become a leadership quality you have to possess. And this is will be tested, time tested. Every now and then you will be tested on this. And I think next point, which already we have seen, and friendliness and manners. You have to, you have to be with the people in a friendly manner. You may have going through so many things in your mind, but at the same time you should be friendly, because if you are not showing the enough, well manner and well mannered uh, character, then the problem is that you will find people are not interested in you. And this is all the thing, because before you are going for a job, these all things will be tested in a lower way. But if you want to success, you should be able to cope up with all these things. You should be displaying a friendly nature and a very good manner. And adaptability and flexibility. Say, for example, every one of us know that when we are going from a home, and we may need to, our job is from somewhere else, somewhere in the different city, and different language. People are speaking language which you may not be understanding. and suddenly if you are not able to adapt the situation, adaptability is one of the important thing, and flexibility. You cannot say that okay, this is the way I am, I cannot be do beyond that, do anything beyond this. So then you should have that character, what we call the adaptability and flexibility. This will all will be happening over a period of time. Why is it important? When we are talking about why is it important, it it's like that it will help you to become keep organized and grows networks. Networks means you should be knowing more and more people over a period of time. That all your networks, knowing each and everyone will be giving you the help, and you will be knowing that where it works and how it, where is I am getting an opportunity. It is not, not talking about your individual opportunity, and it is all about the, the, say for example, you are seeing that there is a business opportunity in Sri Lanka. So in a meeting you have meeting some person in Sri Lanka, so you are keeping an individual relationship with that person, so that person is helping you to get another opportunity. I'm sure that many of you are having now social networks. You would say that, I have 3,000 friends and 4,000 friends. And are you communicating, are you maintaining the relationship with them? Or you are having just saying that okay, I have these many friends in different part of the world? Or are you just seeing that okay, how many people are liking your photos, or how many people are just saying a birthday wishes in your this thing? Or how do you maintain your relationship? These all have to I mean, it has to help to facilitate the growth. And this is, and improving communication skills. Communication, obviously we all know that it is not only a one day affair. Continuously you need to give effort. And let me tell you that if you're talking to different part of the world, different people speaks English, in different part of the world everybody speaks English, and there is no issue, you will understand it, probably. But and there is always a problem with the kind of, the province which is from where they are coming from. Because if I am speaking to Australian, if I'm speaking an American, and if I am speaking somebody from Arab countries, and they all have the influence of their language, their mother tongue. I mean, I'm not talking about even mother tongue. When we consider American mother tongue is English, but the way they pronounce things in a different way. And I'm sure that in your English class you learned it, but the point here is that it is not that whatever you have learned in the class is not enough. You may be watching movies now. Everyone is maybe watching more than enough movies nowadays, and it will help. When you're having soft skills, it will help you to improve, and it will help you to establish leadership and taking initiative. So for a corporate world, if you're not having any soft skill, you will be almost like you don't take any initiative. Will be a follower, just a follower. Somebody will be saying that okay, you do this work, and you just do that. That is not enough. And increases your productivity, because every company or every organization, whether it is a government or the private one, everybody is looking at the increasing productivity. And in a BCom, as a BCom students, you might have studied productivity in your economics classes or in other areas. Because productivity means when your productivity improves, that will indirectly it will reduces the cost of production. When your cost of production is less, you can sell your product at a lower cost. When you are selling your product at a lower cost with a good quality, you will find that your product will be demanded internationally, so that will get a world acceptance. So your product will be known for, from not only in the national or local area, but it is known for in the international area. So productivity is also important, and it will help you to in career progression. It improves your creativity and strengthen your interactions with your uh, interactions and coordination. And this is a conclusion. In today's world, every employer always seeks the candidates with soft skills apart from educational and technical qualification. As I told you that you can just simply apply for a job, you will be shortlisted for the job, and if you want to get further on that, your soft skills matters. And we know that, please remember one thing: we are living in a world where automation is happening quite fast, where whatever, if you don't need to use your brain, there are so many machines are available. You don't need to, your service is not required. You can look around and you can think about what 10 years back how it was happening, and now how it is happening. That will tell you that why some people are jobless, why some people are thriving, or they are getting more and more jobs. It is not only about technology, because technology is all about the people also. Because if you're having very good idea, if you're having the skills, because nobody can replace your, nothing can replace your brain. And so that is very important, your analytical skills. You might have heard artificial intelligence, if you might have heard machine learning, all these areas. Say for example, I have heard that one of the biggest bank in the country, in the world, HSBC, is having, they are removing so many employees by 2025 because they are using artificial intelligence and machine learning, where whatever a clerk can do, that will be done by machine. So the machine will be doing all these things. And it demands with good soft skills. Okay, it will become, and so it will become an inevitable ingredient in shaping career as well as expanding business, which is required. Because world, we say that we are living in a highly protective world, but we are completely living in a globalized world at the same time. We cannot simply say that okay, I can, because if you're into Cochin, you know that how many national are coming nationals are coming here, and you need to interact why they are coming here, what is their country. So all those things matters a lot. And in about our ELDF corporate training entry training program, it is the about 25 hours program which is having all these things. And I'm telling you that it is not only about 25 hours, because I know and and everyone know that 25 hours is not enough. But it is the starting point. You will get a very good starting point from this, and definitely we will have a plenty of things in the course which will take care about your business English and stress management, personal grooming, and soft skills in many areas. And there will be some 10 live sessions. There will be very experienced people from industry as well as from the academia, and all experienced people will be dealing with these sessions. And and these are the things, and then the outcomes will be, you will be, be ready with the corporate, for the corporate world. And it is not like that. When I was doing my degree, it is not just like that. There is not too many opportunities for immediately after graduation, until graduation, or things like that. But nowadays you will find that there are a lot of opportunities coming in for you. Especially, don't think that it's only you want to study. Definitely you want to study. Even if you are going for further studies, you will get competition from your own class, because you may be thinking that okay, I want to be an accountant. I am sure that none of you are just want to end up your life as an accountant, because I am telling that after BCom we think that okay, we will get a small work. And I'm just telling you this because of the experience which I am having. None of the people who are after, immediately after BCom, they'll go for a job, then they'll come back further studies, they'll do, because there is an entry level jobs are available for BCom. But all those companies which I can proudly say that many people who I taught is now becoming the HR managers, or they are doing working in different companies, multinational companies. They come back and they call me and tell that what we are looking at is not like that what you are teaching at in college. We are looking at these qualities. And if you are able to build on that, and please remember that the good attitude and all these things, then you are into it, then a lot of training will happen inside the corporate world that will help you to grow you further. And the sincere advice here from my side is that you can just go on, and what you need to do is that you have to read newspapers. The basic minimum thing I request all of you to read newspaper, read books, and read and communicate, listen and watch. Whatever you are doing, do it, mind that every day you should be improving. And this is the thing, and I'm just uh, concluding my presentation here. These are the things. If you want to contact me, sorry, I'll just yeah, my email address. I am just showing. If you have any further queries, you can contact me in this email address if you have any queries. And I'm sorry that we have very limited time. If I'm not picking up any topic, but definitely in the future we'll see. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, and I'm sure that you have some idea what is it all about. If you have any queries or anything, you can ask. You have not.
Joy is the simplest form of gratitude. With a joyful mind, I, on the behalf of Sahardaya College of Advanced Studies and Commerce Department, and on my own behalf, I extend a very hearty vote of thanks to Mr. Gopakumar, the resource person of the day, for gracing your inspiring sharing and knowledge with us. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I also thank the management of Sahardaya College of Advanced Study and Commerce Department for providing such a wonderful platform for third year students. Last but not least, I thank all the faculty members and students who participated in this webinar. Once again, thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you each one of you for your patient hearing. You can contact me in the email which I have provided. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time.